Hello my friends and welcome to another video. It's Liz Mew. Welcome to part 2 of vegan traditional Korean food that I found in Seoul. So, at the end of part 1, and if you haven't watched part 1 yet, you should please go watch part 1 and then subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. At the end of part 1, I said that I would show you guys where you can get the best vegan Korean pancakes in all of Seoul. And Korean pancakes are amazing. They're not sweet pancakes. I'm talking about savory, delicious pancakes. Anyway, I told you where you could get the best ones in all of Seoul. Or I said that I would show you in this video. But we have a problem, because I've just googled the name of that place while I was editing the video, and it's closed down. It shut down like 2 days after we went. So you can't go there. No. But I'm gonna show you anyway because it was amazing and maybe it'll come back in the future, so you should look out for their restaurant name. Anyway, I'm gonna show you that place first, then I'm gonna show you another place where you can also get very good Korean pancakes. This was my second place spot, which I now guess is in the first place. Yes. I'm gonna show you everything, basically. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sure it will. Let's eat. This is where we start our video today. We are heading up these stairs to go to the now permanently closed Ggun Cookin, and this was in Gangnam, you know, like Gangnam style. Also, hot tip, a lot of restaurants in Korea are on the second floor, so if you're standing on the street looking for your restaurant and you can't see it, it's probably up some stairs somewhere, so look for some stairs. The kitchen here actually kind of looked like a Japanese kitchen, and I thought it was really cute. Also, the menu was amazing. There were so many photos and everything looked incredible, but this is what we got. We started off with some little savory pancakes, which were so delicious, but this wasn't the best pancake. These were like little appetizer pancakes, which I thought were still very, very delicious. But this was it, guys. The best Korean pancake that I had in all of Seoul was this potato, seaweed, and chili pancake from Ggun Cookin. It was amazing, and looking at it now is just making me so hungry. It came with this radish sauce, which was it was fermented, so it kind of had that like stankiness, which was like so delicious, not in a bad way at all. It's like stanky in a good way, guys. Just the flavor combos of that seaweed and potato, and the texture of the potato was all like compressed, kind of like a homemade hash brown, but better. Oh my gosh, just so good. I can't even describe to you how delicious it was. It was just amazing. As my main, I ordered a mushroom and perilla seed soup set, so it came with some rice and some other dishes. The soup itself is super unique, and it is a very popular dish here in Korea, or it's a traditional dish here, and it's made with perilla seed powder, which gives it this nutty creaminess. There was mushrooms, some greens, and tofu inside the broth, and it was really delicious. The rice I got was mixed with millet. I also got some salad on the side, and then a couple of dishes of banchan. And yeah, I just ate the soup with the rice, and it was a very simple, delicious affair, I would say. I really love rice and soup. I think it's a great combo. And yeah, I enjoy this dish very much. Will had probably what is the most aesthetically pleasing dish that I have seen in my whole life. This was the bibimbap, and bibimbap's already a very aesthetically pleasing dish, but I think this one really takes the cake with all the banchan around it. It was beautiful. If you've been watching my stories and following me for a while, you will know that to eat bibimbap you must mix it. So off we go, we're mixing. I think he added some chunjang in there. I don't remember if this was really delicious. I don't even think I tried it, but Will always likes bibimbap, so it wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. But the pancakes, guys, the pancakes were the highlight of this restaurant. And now for Meiji. This is the place with the second best pancakes, and we loved it here. We came quite a few times. It's in the area close to the Gyeongbokgung Palace, so if you're going to spend a day out there, you might want to come here after. It can get quite busy as well. There is a lunch set on the menu that we got the first time we came here, and I think it varies from day to day, but you can choose various components of it. So we chose the Korean pancakes, and we also chose to have the lotus leaf rice, which is rice or sticky rice steamed in lotus leaves. I can highly recommend getting this rice. It is so so delicious. It has that slightly herbal flavor from the leaves that it was steamed in. Don't eat the leaves, guys. Do not eat the leaves. They're not for eating. But yes, this rice is just so delicious and chewy. It's so yum. Highly recommend. But on to these pancakes. They were actually so good. Thinking back, these were some of the first pancakes that I ate in Korea, and as soon as it touched my tongue, I knew we were in a good place and that these pancakes were really something special. They were chewy and savory and so yum. I actually thought the panchan that came with the lunch that we had was kind of average, although I really did enjoy these like braised boiled peanuts as well as this stewed radish. Those were the best ones, and the soup was pretty good too. At Meiji, you can also order what is called gujopan, but you'll need to book this 2 or 3 days in advance, I think. It's a platter of 9 delicacies, and I'm pretty sure I just said the name wrong. Gujopan. Is that right? Any Koreans here? Let me know. It's basically a platter of 9 delicacies surrounding a little stack of pancakes in the middle, and you make your own little delicious pancake taco thingies, put some sauce in it, and you eat them. It's super yum. Apparently this was a dish for like royalty or nobility, but now you can kind of find it anywhere, but it's still a kind of fancier dish that you might have at a wedding or a fancy party. The pancakes themselves kind of reminded me of like Peking duck pancake wraps, like the steamed ones, and apparently usually they're made out of wheat, but here at Meiji they make them out of like rice flour or glutinous rice flour, which gives them kind of this chewiness. It's also a little bit expensive, but I really didn't want to miss out on the experience because I don't think I'd be able to try it anywhere else. So for me personally, I think it was worth it. And we also ordered extra pancakes on the side because they were very good. The next 2 places I'm going to show you are so amazing. They have a very special place in my memory because the food we had was amazing. It's a little bit further out from like the main area of Seoul, but so worth the trip out. It's worth it. It's worth it. You want to go. It's a very like local experience, I want to say, and also there is not much English, but if you are going to go there, I'm going to write the dishes we had down below in the description so you can just take a photo or like copy and paste it onto your phone and then show them what you want to order, which is what I ordered. It was very good. Okay. Alright, we're here at Chuncheon Makguksu, and I don't know how I found this place, but I'm so glad that I did. Also, you need to be careful because there are a couple of shops called Chuncheon Makguksu in Seoul, and that's because makguksu is a very popular buckwheat noodle dish, and Chuncheon is actually the place, or Chuncheon, not sure how to say that, is the city where it is a local specialty. Now we're at Chuncheon Makguksu near Hogi Station, where the menu is definitely not in English. From my research, the whole restaurant is vegetarian. If you want to double check the location, it's on Happy Cow. I ordered the original makguksu without egg, which makes it vegan, and the best thing about this dish is that it's customizable. So I got my dish of noodles and I wasn't sure how to eat it. So I kind of looked around, the waiter came around and he gave me this huge jug of broth and mustard and vinegar and chili, and there's only one set that's being passed around the restaurant. And you just customize your bowl. It's awesome. If you want like a brothy noodle, add more broth. If you want more chili, if you want a spicy dish, add more chili. If you want tangy, it's totally up to you. It was so cool. I loved it. So I went with a lot of chili, a little bit of broth, and a good splash of mustard and vinegar. And apart from this being so fun and customizable, it was also just amazingly delicious. This dish is also typically served with white kimchi, so we got 2 different kinds, like a shredded kind and like a different shredded kind, basically. And I thought the noodles were good, but these were even better. Kimchi mandu, fried kimchi dumplings. Holy moly, these were absolutely bursting with delicious kimchi flavor. Now, I didn't actually have very many good dumplings in Korea. In fact, these were the only dumplings that were good, and not only were they good, they were amazing. Also, another reason I think they're so amazing is because it's so hard to get vegan kimchi in Korea, and here they had Korean kimchi dumplings, which were amazing. Oh, so good. They were just like fat pockets of deliciousness. I can't even talk right now. The memory is, so good. If you go here, please get them. Holy moly. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that just look so delicious? And they're handmade. You can see them making them behind the counter. Holy dooly. I reckon this makes the top 10 list of dumplings that I've had in my whole life. They were incredible. The final destination for today is a place called Choroktteul. It's just around the corner from Chuncheon Makguksu, so you might want to spend a whole day in Hogi just so you don't have to go back to Seoul and come back on 2 different days, because that'll take way too much time. We just got some cake in between, lunch and dinner, and just kind of walked around this area for a bit. Anyway, this is also on the 2nd floor, and it's also called Greenfield in English, but nobody speaks English here. But the wait staff and all the staff here are so nice, and the restaurant itself kind of has Osegyang vibes. There's a little shop section where you can buy some health foods, and there is actually an English menu. The descriptions weren't so good that you could figure out what you were getting, so we just chose the most expensive thing and hope for the best. Kimchi here comes in a communal pot, so you need to take it out and chop some onto a separate plate so you don't contaminate the main pot, basically. When the food came out, we were so happy. Check out this setup. We got rice, we got panchan, and we have our own like hot pot station essentially. There was like a mystery mushroom stew which was packed with vegetables. It smelled amazing. There was tofu, garlic, a couple of different types of mushrooms in there, and yeah, we were really happy with our choice. The soup was a little bit spicy, and I think there was some chunjang in there, and it was just so on point. The perfect thing for a cold afternoon in Seoul. It was like eating a really amazing home-cooked meal, and the side dishes were like the best side dishes we had in all of Seoul. They were so flavorful, so different, seasoned so deliciously. I highly recommend coming out to Hogi to visit Choroktteul. Literally watching all this Korean food has made me so hungry. I'm back in Sydney where there is not a lot of vegan Korean food, and there is just, I'm just so hungry. Are you hungry? If you are, please subscribe to the channel, and I have a couple more Korean videos coming soon, including the phrases one, which I know a lot of people are waiting for, but I'm just trying to jog my memory and like write a sheet. Yeah, it's coming. Things are coming. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys soon. Ciao.